PVZ is literally a franchise that needs no introduction. And for the 3 people that need one, Jarvis, see that mother with 3 kids over there? Yeah, activate lock on. The main point here is that PVZ is big. And with a game franchise so big, you're bound to have other forms of media, like toys and plushies, or the movie that ended up getting cancelled. But there's one type of media that some more casual fans might not have interacted much. The books. Mainly the comic books. I do remember reading these. I was such a huge fan of the books that eventually, back then, I even got a copy of one of the comic books, which, these do not look similar at all. Show me the real comic books. No, show me the real comic books. Perfection. It's not even in the right language too. I'm sorry, is this official? Okay, apparently doing some more research, this book was actually a Chinese PVZ comic book, which kind of makes sense since China does have some PVZ media in it. And mine's in a different language because the book got translated and that's the copy I own. So the title ain't clickbait, okay? This book is technically Chinese. Also, don't worry, I can still read it. Well, if you don't, still probably fine. This is a PVZ book, the reading level is not that bad. You can probably just read the pictures and get the whole story, am I right, guys? And here's proof I can still read it. Thế giới khủng long, đập năm, khủng long, bá thanh vàng. Well, I mean, if we're going to dinosaur land, there must be Jurassic Park, right? I mean, that's the only dinosaur land I know in the PVZ universe. And also, it's episode 5. But nah, should be fine. I probably don't need any other context. I mean, it's just a PVZ book. How much continuity do they even have? So after opening the first page, we get a list of the characters, which we have some OGs like Pea Shooter and Bonk Choi. Okay, they're pretty iconic. And Torchwood, you know, might seem niche to some people. He was featured in a lot of the games. And Red Stinger, okay, she's pretty... Durian? Why is Durian here? Out of all the plants, you chose Durian? Wait, I thought this was about dinosaurs. None of these plants were like from Jurassic Marsh. And also, aren't you forgetting someone? You know, that one plant that's arguably the main mascot of the game? But yeah, then we get the characters of the dinosaurs, which they look nothing like those in Jurassic Marsh. Are we even in Jurassic Marsh? And also, there was no character list for the zombies. So, I don't know, maybe there were too many of the zombies to include. So in the first page, we have a Kona zombie looking for something, dealing with mosquitoes, right? His friend who definitely has malaria. And in which they do find something next to plant civilization. I'm sorry, when did the plants have time to make their own town? I thought they just lived with Crazy Dave. Man, I guess this is why you shouldn't read episode 5 before reading the other episodes. So the next day, we get Bonk Choi and Pea Shooter just goofing around. Then Bonk Choi finds huge temple and tells it to Torchwood, which is a scientist. I never really saw Torchwood being a scientist, but okay then. And so they go inside the temple with Durian and Red Stinger. I would also like to point out this weird thing that makes it look like they conjured up their own legs. I don't know, it just seems disturbing to me. And in the temple, they find this horn, a golden horn. But then, Zomboss drills down with Zomboss and his big drill and his 2 zombies. Wait, that's it? He only has 2 zombies? Yeah, I read the entire book. These 2 zombies are the only zombies besides Zomboss. Zomboss, what happened to your entire army, man? Man, I guess this is why you shouldn't read episode 5 before reading the other episodes, huh? And you wanna know what these zombies' main gimmick is to be so powerful that they were the only 2 zombies in Zomboss' arsenal? Sticky balls. In which this wouldn't really work out because Red Stinger can still shoot her pellets, and Durian, isn't that the whole point of Durian? Just to stay there and wait for the zombies to eat us. But then, holy hell, Torchwood gets cool armor and metal arrows that shoot black sludge? Since when did he have this? Man, I guess this is why you shouldn't read episode 5 before reading the other episodes. While they're doing that, Pea Shooter and Bonk Choi have the bright idea to blow the horn. You know, I don't know why they didn't shoot peas or punch the zombies, you know, isn't that the whole thing they do? So now after they stupidly blew the horn, everyone had to cover their ears, and Zomboss literally dies. Like, he doesn't appear for like another 100 pages, I think he literally died. But then the horns grabs this with some magical arms and sends them to the dinosaur world. So in PVZ 2, the planes went to the dinosaur world because of Penny, because Crazy Dave was a Big Mac, and here they went to the dinosaur world from a golden horn. PVZ needs better writers, man. Pea Shooter, Bonk Choy, Red Stinger, Durian gets stuck in dinosaur land. They meet up with this cool green dinosaur guy, which was pretty nice. And after Pea tells them they want to go home to the real world, so then the green dinosaur suggests wisest dinosaur around here apparently. But then these two big dinosaurs catches him with these plants. And apparently they want the plants for some reason. And so, but then the plants run away, but then the green dinosaur gets captured, and we get the main antagonist of the book. This guy. Yeah. Apparently he wants the plants, because apparently he hates beings from other worlds. Wait, that means that this doesn't take place in the past, this takes place in another world, and that means that this can't be Jurassic March then. But since, you know, the green dinosaur tried to hide it from this big bad king guy, he gets turned to gold. I don't know if it's just me, but this reminds me of Angry Birds Stella show. Does anyone know about that? Okay. Oh no, the dinosaur we met 2 pages ago. Ah, darn. So after the planes escaped, they meet up with these 2 dinosaurs that seem nice, but they got caught in the trap. But only Pichu and Bonk Choy because Durian and Red Sing are too lazy to go. Which I know Pichu, you're tied up, but like, can you at least shoot your pea at him? Like, come on, man. And so to stop, they decide to throw eggs at him. You're destroying the wildlife. You could at least, like, you know, shoot the things that you shoot in the actual game, Red Singer. Durian at least like jump in and they're like, come on. But then after beating up the 2 dinosaurs, there's more. And so Durian decides to become useful and use his plane fruit power out of nowhere. So I guess canonically these guys can just conjure up their plane fruit power. Where were you hiding that armor on, Durian? And so they slide down this cliff, but then they hit a rock, they get sent flying, and the dinosaurs almost catch them. This other dinosaur, which honestly looks exactly like that green dinosaur but yellow honestly, stops them by what seems to be an electric laser beam. Where did you get this? And with this new yellow dinosaur, he decides to show them where the wisest dinosaur is. Basically the dinosaur that could send them home. And so we get an entire story of what was going on. Back then, the plants were from another world that came here. And they helped the good dinosaurs beat up the bad dinosaurs. But when they left this giant horn that connects to the 2 worlds, which explains why the bad dinosaur hates people from the other world. And so now, the only way to get home is to beat up the big bad dinosaur king. And they bring these crystals with them. Okay, I just want to say so far, this book isn't that bad. Like honestly, the backstory kind of does explain a lot of the questions I had. Like why does the king want these plants so bad, and how does the king know the plants are here? But honestly, it's honestly not that bad a book so far. Only the second half holds up. But in order to beat up this big bad dinosaur, they're gonna have to recruit some other dinosaurs to help. So that's what they do. So they team up with these red dinosaur kind. Pea Shooter had to prove themselves. And the dinosaur surrenders here, but like, do you think a Pea Shooter is this strong to cut your neck with a crystal? That doesn't even seem that sharp on the sides at least. You know, you can still buy them, right? And so they recruit this blue dinosaur. I'm sorry if I'm just saying the dinosaurs color. They do have actual names in the book, but like, I'm not pronouncing that. So they ask to team up with these type of dinosaurs, which they decline. So they fight. Which, you know, I won't say it's that great of a strategy because that's probably lessen your chances. And it did, because they didn't join. You might be wondering where the 2 new singular zombies in this book besides zomboss have been. They got captured by the king, but they offered to help out the king to search for these plants. Even though the zombies are beings from the other worlds, and they established that they don't like the beings from the other worlds, but they still accept anyway, so after being rejected by that dinosaur kind, the 2 big henchmen, I guess I just realized the 2 actual villains in the book, the Dinosaur King and Zomboss, only have 2 henchmen. Damn. Which is why, damn, I guess this is why you shouldn't read episode 5 before we, after the 2 big meanie dinosaurs come up, and everyone actually fights back this time. Finally, Pea Shooter, you're using your pea, man. Now Bonk Choy, use your haymakers. But then in a shocking twist, the species of the dinosaurs that rejected them came back and beat them up. Ooh, but then what's worse is zombies took away Durian. So, do we honestly really need Durian at this point? Like in this fight, King Dinosaur has a staff that turns them into gold. Do you really think Durian is gonna be that useful here in this situation? He doesn't have range, he's melee. So the zombies give Durian to the King Dinosaur. But then in a plot twist, the King Dinosaur is still imprisons the two zombies. Wow, what a shocker. But yeah, the blue dinosaur kind do join their team, but in the cage, the zombie decides to rap bars. And even though it is pretty fire, it doesn't even come close to my singing. Am I right, guys? They teach you some junior jumbo. Wow, Pap's really following the script. Yeah, you 2 cents, I know we can do it. Womp womp womp. Leave me alone. Well, Pup parents, you what you told? One more pun and I'll be done. Virus, why do you have a gun? The epic fight begins. The dinosaurs had trouble finding these 3 dinosaurs. You guys have like 15 dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure you guys got this. But no, holy crap, Pichu got hands. Damn, Red Dinosaur, I'm sorry for doubting you for surrendering in this situation. I didn't know Pichu had hands. Since when did he have hands? Man, I guess that's why you shouldn't read episode 5 before reading the other episodes. Holy crap! Since when did it get a catapult? And holy hell! Pichu got hands! When they finally reached the King Dinosaur, oh no! He turned every single dinosaur into gold! But then the planes had a bright idea to reflect the ray from the staff with the crystals they had. And he'll turn all the other dinosaurs to gold. You guys, you never thought of this before? Yeah, they find the golden horn, they get sent back, which somehow the dinosaurs got turned back to normal. Did the staff do that? I don't know. Did I miss something? I don't know, man. Everyone gets sent back to the PVZ world, and the end. Oh wait, we never see Zomboss again. Did he actually die? Oh, we have a couple final pages. They're not that important. Oh. Wait, hold up. Is that Heavenly Peach? Walnut the goat? Sunflower? Where the hell were they?